In November of 2008, two climbers from the UK, Andrew Turner and James Thacker, head to Nepal to attempt a new alpine-style climb in the ever-increasing popular PhariLapcha range. Two porters are quickly hired to help move the 40 kilograms of gear they need onto the intended base camp of Gokyo. However, in order to get there, they must trek through Phatding, Namche Bazaar and Dole, finally arriving in Gokyo after 4 days of trekking. The 4-day hike helps the climbers to acclimatise and also lets them enjoy this amazing country as they pass through it. Tea rooms are a regular sight, and they are taken advantage of along the way, allowing people to eat and sleep when needed.
Okay, day 5 on our way up from Dole to Gokyo village. We've just got our first proper view of PhariLapcha just behind me over here, with Choyo in the background as well. And we're at just under 4,300 metres. And it's probably the first day where we're going to be struggling a bit, I think, with headaches. We've been okay alright so far, but I think it's good to be on the trail with probably less people as well. It's been a bit dusty the last few days, but it's getting good now. The crowds are thinning out, as is our brain cells.
Andy and James arrive at Gokyo and are keen to have their first look at PhariLapcha and the condition it's in. They hope to establish a new, more direct line up PhariLapcha. However, Andy's been here before in 2005 and knows only too well that the conditions can prevent any climber from achieving their goals.
Just looking up the starting ramp of the line we're going to take. Looks like there's some good ice in there. The snow at the bottom is a bit cruddy, but hopefully above it'll get a bit better. Just moving out on the entry pitch, first ice field.
The conditions were hard going, with the team meeting varying snow conditions and mixed ground.
Jim's trying to hope to get a link pincher in there, the upper gully.
How's it going there, Andy?
Better when we get this pitch done, I think.
Now on much steeper ground, finding the appropriate route will become increasingly difficult.
I'm going to try and go up there somewhere, but sort of gained access to a gully line, but it all looks quite unlikely from here. We'll have to see.
James's fears were realised when they came to a granite band, which, after a few pitches of hard climbing, they decide to retreat from. Disappointed, they mark this highest point with 2 knife blades before starting the retreat back down.
Well, comes that one.
In mountaineering, it's probably true to say that descents are just as dangerous as the climbing, if not more so. Falling debris can easily cut through the fragile ropes that they so heavily rely upon.
It's about 7 o'clock on the day we set off at 5 in the morning.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
On for PhariLapcha. We've got about, I don't know, 400 metres, 450 metres up the route, but got to stop by a bit of shitty rock really. And had to come down, but hey, always happens, doesn't it? Third time lucky.
With conditions looking favourable, Andy and James decide to tackle their alternative route and repeat Snotty's Gully.
So we've just done the L-shaped part of the lower route, and just looking up now that Jim's going to do. It's sort of the link pitch, I suppose, through to the upper Couloir, which is it's about grade 5, I reckon, probably.
Travelling light is the essence of all alpine-style climbs, which means only essentials are carried. Even food is kept to a minimum. The climbers resort to energy gels to fuel them up the mountain.
Alright, time's about 4:30 I think. We decided to call it quits for today, we're both pretty knackered.
Everest and Lotsie over there. Small ledge just here. This is about it. Well, because it could be worse, but it's going to be probably semi sitting up. This is Snotty's Gully, which was done by well, some friends actually. John Bracey, Nick Bullock, maybe 3 years ago.
3 years ago,
yeah. And yeah, kind of time is pressing on, so we sort of decided we'd maybe go and try and obviously repeat this route here. It may well have had and I think it has had a second descent by a sort of a Norwegian team.
Nielsen.
Yeah. Sort of last year.
In 10 hours. He must have been going some.
Yeah, fit boys, eh?
After a long night at altitude, they push on early in the morning.
The first hard pitch I think off the bivvy last night, which is a bit hard. Getting the body going again after sort of 14 hours sitting on a ledge. I've just got to the belay now and Jim's coming up, but I don't know if you can hear the pain from down below, but he's having similar heart aches as to what I was having, I think.
With only a few hundred metres to go and the route's conditions looking good, they push on to the summit.
Oh no, you're not going to be on film, are you?
Scream!
Got some hot eggs in a minute.
2 days on the hill and he's reduced to this. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning, but we're just waiting for this big French group in. Waiting for them to disappear before we go out and top up the calories on some scrambled egg and stuff. So I'm just going to pack up now really and head off down to Namche. It's sort of a bit mixed emotions really. I came out here to try and get a new route on PhariLapcha. On the north face there, but first impressions it looks sort of awesome really, or better than it was a few years ago when I first came out here. But on close inspection, after having a sort of dabble on the route, it wasn't quite as good as what we thought. So sort of consolation prize, if you can call it that, was Snotty's Gully, which turned out to be an absolute uber classic really.
They pack for home, and with 3 days of trekking ahead, it gives them time to reflect back on the last month and perhaps what could have been. Expeditions to Nepal are at best a journey into the unknown. Weather and conditions being far out of your control, most teams can only make best of what time they are given.